Hello again, everybody. It's Harry Boxer, the technical trader at thetechtrader.com. It's Wednesday, October the 18th. These are the charts of the day. A very difficult day on Wall Street, and the markets just kept sliding in orderly channels. As a result of that, we're going to look at some ultra short ETFs and some shorts, but there are a few longs that snuck in today. ACXP, which we had as the chart of the day yesterday, exploded for 15% more, and volume picked up as well. So this stock may not be done, and my target now is 8.5. Harp, another junior biotech, which spiked, popped from 526 to 733, finished back at 678, still up 143 at 27%. Volume was a little over 500,000. It's thinly traded, but it's one of the biggest volumes ever traded in this stock. So could be that this stock is accelerating. It may get up into that 8, 9, 10 range. Ultra short biotech LABD popped and closed at the upper end of the range at the highest close we've seen in this. And I think this goes way back more than a year. So not a good sign for the market, but it is at resistance. And if we do get through here, you might see as high as 27 short term. MREO, a V bottom with a long hand, right hand extended V, and then a nice rising channel since the beginning of the year. It puts this now back over resistance and at a 2-year high. If it does extend, your next target is about 285 and then 4. Netflix after hours with a strong report exploded 40 points, literally dipped down to 345 and popped back to 392. And it's trading after hours around 390.5. A good sign for the tech stocks, but not necessarily if they sell this off tomorrow. Key resistance and where you got to get through now is 398. 398 to 400 is a key zone of resistance. We get through that, maybe it goes to 420.25 zone to be determined. SPR spiked up today from 1678 to 2209. 2120 after hours up 23% gain. A nice spike with good volume of 33 million. As I indicated, the biggest volume we've seen in this stock in years. The next target is 24. SQQQ and SOSX, both of them did well today. I'm featuring SQQQ today. As you can see, it did pop about 3.5%, but the base that's building is worrisome because if it breaks out of that base, it tells me the market's going lower. There is key resistance at the SQQQ is now around 21.5 zone. Get through that, and you may have something brewing at a higher level. First target 24. TCA is another, as it snapped back after yesterday's dip. This one jumped 191 or 6%. It's traded 10 million shares. It's at a resistance or just under resistance on the double top resistance. This one, 35. Targets will be 37 to 39.5 if it continues beyond that. Let's look at the longs and let's take a look at some shorts that I have in mind that I want to show you. AMR, which I put on this weekend, surge to the declining tops line, fill that gap, and then plunged from 249 to 226, finishing 230, down around 10 points. Doesn't look good, folks. It held the 50-day moving average in here, but any break of that, it's not going to plummet. BLDR, which I featured a couple weeks ago as it formed the bear flag, is coming down steadily, and now in the we're hearing builders, supply companies are having a tough time. New construction has been a little bit abated because of high interest rates. This looks like a $100 to $105 stock. ETN, head and shoulder top today, got smoked from 214.5 to 201. Closed 202.41, down about 936. But this is right on support. And if it gets below here, we might see 190 and 180. EXP also topped, rallied back to resistance, created some sort of rising wedge right there, failed right at the neckline of that pattern, and then rolled over. Today, closing down 6 points or 3.5%. More importantly, it sure looks like a new downtrend's underway. Your next target's 152 and 140. Tech trader swing short INTT, which has been short since it traded at 21.5, is making it down to 14 with a target now at 12.75. MEDP, that's a head and shoulders top. I featured that this weekend. Today it broke the neckline. It looks to me like we're headed down towards 205, 210 range. NVT also broke a head and shoulders top today with a plunge down beneath the neckline from 52.20 to 48.78, finishing 49.32. That was down just under 3 points. It looks like it's headed down to about 46, and then maybe even 43. SDGR broke down with a breakaway gap, bear wedge, large bear coil, and a continual steady drift lower that has seen a drop from 40 to 22.3 range, where there is a little bit of support, but may not be done yet. SSD breaking its channel right there. Broke support, and it's continuing to drift lower down another 443 today. I can see the stock at 128.30 and even 119.20. TMDX continues to drift lower after breaking it here and snapping back and failing. End of August at around 69 has now dropped all the way down to 42, and I don't think it's done yet. Next target, 38 and 35. And finally, ULTA Salon, which is a tech trader swing short from the 419 range, is now down at 373, looking like it's headed lower. I would think we might see 365 short term and second target at 345. Let's look at some longs and shorts, and quite the negative market right now. Bye now.